I don't blame the white mother. And I'm going to tell you why.
Hi, I want to add to this conversation. So I didn't have the stereotypical biracial experience growing up. And what I mean when I say that is I've never really struggled with a white mom who didn't understand that I was black. I was fortunate enough to have a mother who understood the assignment out the gate, understood that she had black children, raised us as such, right? So it wasn't, she told us all the time, you're not a little white girl, you're not a little white boy, this is not your reality, this is not your life. We learned about racism, we learned about how the world looked at us, we learned about how the world looked at my dad and my family on my father's side, and how, prejudice was a thing. My mother also made sure that we understood that we were half white, so we do have more privilege than my uncles and my aunts and my grandma and my grandpa, and that because of that, we need to use our privilege to amplify and fight for our community even more. As I've gotten older, when I see interracial couples, it literally makes my skin crawl. It literally makes my skin crawl. As a biracial woman, it makes my skin crawl because 9 times out of 10, I know why that black man picked that white woman. And I don't think that my father is any different from that. I think the real issue here is how these men view themselves. I think that my father wanted to escape his blackness as much as possible. And I think that he thought that by going to get a white woman, it dissolved him of any stereotype, it dissolved him of his history, it dissolved him of his trauma, it dissolved him of his past. And he looked at as getting a white woman and having all these kids as like a step up, right? This poor little black boy from the hood got this white one, has biracial kids, and now I stepped up in life, which is just not the reality. All of those conversations that my mother had with me about race and understanding that I'm black and accepting my black and black is beautiful and you get black Barbie dolls, my father was never a part of these conversations with me. Never. I've never had a race conversation with my father as a child. Absolutely never. Never. And I truly believe it's because he wanted to absolve his blackness in us. And that is why you see in situations where, these biracial children aren't as fortunate as me, who has a mother who understands that their children is black, why they are so lost, so confused, and have such hatred towards their blackness because their father, or it's usually, I was going to say mother, but ain't no black mom acting like that. Their father has so much inner hate for himself and his own blackness that he just spews onto his children. And then you have these white women who don't accept the fact that they have black children, don't accept the fact that, if they're having children for aesthetics and not the fact that their children are really black. You have these kids who pop up so confused and filled with so much self-hatred against themselves because they don't know who they are.